What's up? What's up? Bum, 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 bum. All right. What's up? Dang, let's get it. Today is crazy volatile. It's gonna be a good week for movement. I got demolished with this. Hmm. This comes, manipulates the low again to tap into a lower zone. Might get a reaction up, but overall, we are bearish, so you can definitely see that we're kind of in a channel, I guess you could. So it would be nice potentially get a manipulation lower. But it's not really any structure unless we break lower. Then this could be a valid structure leg because we've had the valid pullback with this candle closing above this high, closed above the lowest bearish candle. What's up, Mohammed? How's it going? See, we'll usually get our first flip is fake. Usually this low, from that big spike, it'll pull back, accumulate a bit, and then take it out, go lower. So take our lows, tap into our zone, get a flip to potentially go higher. But it might only react a bit. I mean, it's tough because this trend line could definitely be considered like this. See what the retail guys like to do with this. Try to get that inducement, right? Take the other side because I mean, we are bouncing off this bigger zone. I was expecting a bounce off this big zone, and we're clearly been getting that pretty nicely. Closing above, making it a valid pullback. So a lot of the time, we're just because it is a continuation from this flip, bigger flip. Like this, we don't need another flip here. We already had the flip, right? So we don't need a whole structural flip here to get in. Like a valid pullback, tap into some area of some 5-second S&D below with the same thing kind of happening here. Get some inducement, take out lows. Fortunately, we didn't quite take out the lows. But we took these lows out with a double bottom. So, I mean, that is pretty good. Hmm. Kind of the micro happened here, honestly, a decent amount. Could have entered there. I kind of wanted lower prices to get some manipulation of this. But I mean, honestly, just playing the trend line with the zones. Honestly, the thing to do is take that thinking it's a risk entry. You take that, trade, but if it fails, you all and gives you the inducement and the pattern to go higher, you take that one as well. So it's like your risk entry and then a deeper liquidity confirmation sweep. If you get swept out, still go with the sweep. Don't act like the toilet paper people who sell on a break, get swept out, and then it comes back in and they either go break even, which is essentially a buy, and then it just keeps going higher, or they reverse position, close, and then buy because they're like, oh, it's a fake, or what do they do? And then it pushes up, turns, and goes the opposite way, or something like. Because a lot of time you'll see that sweep on both sides, and then it'll go your direction. But sometime it'll just sweep one time and then go. But that sweep on both sides kind of comes with the flip. Sweep top side, right? So we took out this buy, sell side liquidity, and then what do? We have equal lows or some trendline liquidity that we take on the bottom side. So we generate it going down, take it with the flip, and then on the way up, we generate it and take it to give the sniper entries. Those are the best entries there when you take the liquidity on the opposing side. So it's the upswing, downswing, right? People are buying, buying, buying. Comes out, they close thinking it's going to go down, so they sell, sell. Oh, what does it do? Go up. So that's why when the time comes like this, when you're thinking of buying, because you got your mini 5-second flip here, pulls back into S&D zone after sweeping even the smaller trendline liquidity or lows as well, liquidity lows, and you take this entry knowing that it's at a decent supply zone or demand zone and it's decently likely to hold, but if it sweeps you out, you also got to go in with that. I mean, you don't have to, obviously, get your one kick. Nothing here is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. So, if you need financial advice, obviously you got to find a financial advisor wherever you live. This is all entertainment, 100%. I sit here 7, 8 hours a day trading and then hours at night studying for pure entertainment, definitely. What's up, long name? So I'm in this push. I was expecting a push up into this last up candle before the break, but I kind of wanted a deeper. Usually with these bigger 1 minute ones, I want a deeper mitigation, and that comes usually with taking that liquidity, the high of it, and then trading back in. That's my favorite pattern that I like to see. When you have your validated swing zone that you break, you have your very clear last up close candle before the break, the buy before the sell, right? Because what is that? That's the last inducement before here. So what does that do? Like signify? People like how does a big move happen for one? Obviously, big players got to enter. That's a lot of money that may push this down. So what happens here is a lot of the time it'll get the buys up to take people out thinking, oh, it's going to go up here, right? We had a flip. Oh, it's going up. And then what do? They dump hard, right? So they have, say, like 20,000 lots they want to sell here because I think it's going to go down or whatever. They want to look for lower prices. They have half of their 10,000 lots here in this zone initially here to push it down, and then they still have a whole big part of their order. So that's what the zone is, because it's the resting order still there. So they still have to fill half those positions. They leave a little footprint trail behind. Like, this is pretty nice. Honestly, I just didn't. It was a really fast push. Honestly, on my tick chart, it met rules. See, kind of the opposite pattern happened here that I was talking about here. Like the exact, like you guys will see this over and over and over. So what do we have on the 5-second? It's clear on the 5-second. Obviously, a break of structure above this high here. So we broke it. What is the last down candle? I mean, sure, it was this one, but it's engulfed by this last down swing. So you can have that and refine it. But like I said, with the bigger ones, those are the ones more likely that you'll get the full zone fill. Wherever you have like a small refined one up here, those are more so the ones where your entry would be like right at the bottom rather than the top. You see what I mean? There's like that, I mean, there's some. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, it is going to keep going. See, it's same thing's happening here. So it's this combined with the more micro happening here, it makes you think like elite trader funding. Isn't that a Forex broker? I don't know about that. They don't use NinjaTrader, right? Not that I care. But we had that manipulation up to come down. I should have drew one of these out. What was I doing? Damn, did it come right to the 50? Oh my god, that's beautiful. 50% of that. Oh man, I really should have drew that out. Oh well. So I was saying here, actually you can't even, that's interesting. On the 1 minute, look, this candle broke the low of the hidden S&D, but on the 5-second in reality, it didn't break the low. It's just, that's interesting, the way that the 1 minute mapped. The heck? It's actually kind of weird. How's that even possible? So we're having that. Yeah, this is actually a really good example of sometimes when you have your channel here and you'll have your overshoot, a lot of the time it'll come and give you the same size, but on the other side. And that all has to do with, oh my god, I just discovered something. Oh my god. Okay, I can't draw this zone at all. I don't know what's going on. Drag it. I need a way to add, like what you can do with this tool is show measured moves, and then it shows like a 1 deviation from the channel. And so I need to make deviation lines that are the Feigenbaum levels. Oh, yo, because not every accumulation is going to be a horizontal one, right? So if we have this way to somehow measure the highest, I don't even know how you would do it with the trend channel like that, because then that's more discretionary. But you'll have horizontal Feigenbaum projections. I don't know. That's a crazy thought. I don't even want to think about that. What are we looking for? So we're having that. Perturbation. Might manipulate this high, tap into the zone to go higher. We really have to pay attention to what happens as we come near this high. But we are taking the high of this supply, trading back in. It's honestly kind of potential tempting sell for a short scalp, but the 1 minute is still pushing up. There hasn't been. Ideally, this would get a fake out, and then we would take a second flip. First flip is fake here. Come higher, take out the high from this and potentially this high. Trade back in. Oh, this is still something I'm debating. So basically this is what I would consider my Renko flip. We had a Renko flip, but we didn't have a reversal bar here. So do I consider this a fake flip? That is something I'm still debating. If we don't have enough of a reaction, is that considered a flip? I mean, technically it is, but for the way I've always considered a confirmed flip is when the reversal bar happens in the pullback leg, and that never happened here. So for me, this flip was never even confirmed to begin with. So I might come tap the very top of this, or ideally, I mean, this could just be our first flip is fake, so we even need another liquidation of these highs. But the 1 minute is saying pretty. 1 minute's saying, I mean, we tapped off this. That's pretty much in control. And we come down, the last down close candle before this. Because it's like, there's potential there, but it didn't really form at all according to my rules, so I couldn't sell there, and it just chops like that. Getting another. Maybe you could have got in, but it would have been something that you maybe would have wanted to get out. I don't know. Well, I wouldn't have got in, but like you can see how it's the same pattern that's just repeating over and over and over. That consolidation, take out both sides, and then come back to the middle and consolidate. That's literally all we're doing here. Look, because here is that channel. So there's our accumulation. Take one side, take the second side, and now we're just in the middle again, not sure where we're going. So, what you do when you're either in consolidation, not sure direction, you got to wait for some confirmation of direction and take the first or second tap, ideally in that first or second tap, ideally in that direction after the confirm. So like on the 5 seconds, sure, maybe here this could have been a little scalp buy. But like on the 5 second structure, that looks decent. It's just kind of tricky with this 1 minute candle. I didn't like how it came up, came back in and closed inside. It just makes me want to just wait a little bit because it's just still quite uncertain. Like this easily could have just dipped back down. Because we also took the high too here, like so the potential shorts are almost even looking better than that continuation long. I mean, that's where you can get so refined where you literally long up, know that we're gonna have first flip is fake, and then that high will get ran. What high? That would be this one. So it's tough, but knowing this high is gonna get ran because first flip is gonna be fake, right? First flip here is going to be fake, so it's bullish confluence, right? So that tap of that bullish confirmation, buy up here, you see it run, close back in, close that trade, and potentially even short, like literally can reverse position ping pong. That's some, oh man, that's what I'd like to get to. Just being able to just catch swings like that, but I don't know. That's like some crazy stuff. Yeah, Mohammed, I got you. I've just been, I've been learning more and more, so it's like I've almost been holding back on videos because I don't want to make a video and then be like, I wish I missed stuff or I gotta feel like I gotta remake the video. But I mean, I always could just make like a part two or whatever. No harm in that. But I just want to make videos that I'll never have to remake. You know what I mean? And it's just, but I mean, I guess obviously in time I'll probably always feel like that because my videos now are obviously shit compared to what they'll probably be in a few years if I keep making videos consistently for trading. But who knows what's gonna happen? Yeah, man, I feel you. I feel you. I gotta, I gotta pick it up. Why couldn't this have freaking ticked below? Like that is just savage. I would have took this trade, this short, but I was, wait. It took it? What is going? Oh, it's a micro. Okay, this is where I get triggered because I'm trading micros. For fuck's sakes. I would have took that trade, but I saw that. Dang it, man. I mean, we got literally. Ah! Is it perfect or is it perfect? Like, it's actually insane. Like, my entry here would have been this bar. I'd take, how much drawdown? Is that like a point? 2 points, or 2 ticks of drawdown. Potential 12.5 points there. My target there would have been, yeah, somewhere over here. This low or something. Damn, man. Oh, well. I gotta trade micros, man. I gotta. So, what is kind of happening here? What is happening? I mean, this is almost a fresh zone, right? Potential short because we closed below the lows with this, and we even closed below this. 1 minute though. See, it's tough because like substructure is bullish, like the internal substructure is bullish, but overall 1 minute is still bearish. But we can't really, unless you want to take the highs, take the extreme sells at the highs, extreme buys take lows. That's really just your mapping really is just going for where are the highs and lows that need to be taken for me to enter a trade and where are the zones around there that we need tapping to add to that liquidity because we can't just trade based off liquidity. We need the structure, we need the zones, we need the liquidity. I mean, you don't need it, but pretty much do. Oh, we had that. That was really nice. It's just we haven't had a decent pullback, so we'll have to see when we come up. Kind of would like to look for somewhere, honestly, somewhere in here from this level, 30% level to the high. But if we reject here, that's gonna make these more liquidity. I mean, it pretty much already is, but it's just failing to close, failing to close. It's just a range, so playing the tops of the range. I don't know, it's not the worst. Honestly, right now, looking for longs. In here, we got a sweep of low. We got a sweep of lows into a zone below, but you know, more or less double top deliveries hunting these. Double top delivery in a weak low with the failing to close above here. That's mostly the low we'll take, but I mean, seeing what happened here, this could be the manipulation up, manipulation back, back to our initial consolidation area before continuing lower, because that's what it, right? We came back to about the 50%, came back at above it barely, took liquidity, took the midline of this consolidation area, and then traded lower, came back, tapped into area, same mini thing here. Look, took liquidity, traded back in the previous candle. Longs, longs. Do I want to long this? Oh, I just don't like how that not even the 5 second is really pulled back. Yeah, I should have. That's literally my last rule that I'm still unclear about. Because a lot of the like, I'll be like, no, I don't want the rule, and then I'll lose. And then times this happen where I'm like, oh, I'll keep the rule. Or wait, no. Yeah, there'll be times like this where I don't use valid 5 second pullback rule, and then it just takes me out. And then the next time like this happens, potential winner. But I mean, this one didn't even go 5 points, so I was right maybe. I mean, my stop loss would be a tick safe so far. Not very safe. I mean, it's kind of with this push back up here, kind of made this trend line, right? So we're taking it right now. I would like to see a potential take of this high tap to trade back higher, but I'm still cautious because of the way this bearish price action has been playing out. But I definitely kind of like longs. I would honestly prefer if we took out this low, because if we took out this low, then that means we've pretty much filled this most recent Feinbaum, but it's only a freaking 5 seconds, so. And with this bigger consolidation here, it came up, tapped the 50% of the first level, but we haven't gone to the negative level now. Or is that the positive level? I don't even know. The other one. Getting the sweet. Yeah, when we're in like a less of a trade zone, I'll check it out. Llewellyn. But you can see we're tapping that last buy before the sell. Potential reaction. But if this goes up, that might be a failure here to go higher. And yeah, but kind of like a break and retest. Move back to initial. Hmm. It's kind of tempting, but it looks like ah, it's tough because we just took that buy. Like honestly, the buy off this candle would have been nice. Man, I need to be looking at my other chart because it keeps happening. Right here, there was a long here, but I didn't take it because we didn't get wick out, wick back in previous candle. But if you look at my spare tick chart, I'll do the comparison. We're not at a trade. We are at a potential trade though. Potential longs broke the high finally, tapped into the last sell before the buy that broke the high. Yo, that's the rhyme. It tapped into the sell before the high. Wait, oh my god. I've messed it up first time. Second time. It tapped into the sell before the buy before it broke the high. There you go. That's how you remember it. I don't know. I don't know. It's tough to do like a continuation style long right here, top of range when you're in a bigger range, middle range. That's definitely not the entry. Not surprised. That's probably gonna fail. You can see here we're getting kind of an opposing internal flip. Now a bigger flip, so see the reaction from that tiny zone. But first flip usually fake, didn't even close in 5 seconds. We'll see. So failure to close twice, that's likely to push higher. Broke, tapping into, well, see it closed here, came back up. Basically, it's 50% of previous, almost 50% of previous area. So, I mean, it did what you want, like I was saying earlier. You want to take liquidity on both sides. So, this wouldn't have been your entry, even though it took that liquidity, tapped into your zone here. You don't want to enter there because where's the liquidity creation inducement on the opposing side? So here you take the high, take this trade, you would have made your 5 points, whereas this one you would have had some drawdown and not even 5 points. That's why you want to take that liquidity both sides. That's where a lot of people will really get messed up, and there's a reason Dave has settled for that being his main criteria, is taking something like basically trading sweeps, take something to trade back into the area it took. If it breaks lower, great. If not, stops there. Good points back into the range. Relative, of course. This just kept saying it wanted to short. Potential longs here though, because we're getting the same thing. Flip, double bottom, So that makes liquidity draws higher, right? Weak highs failed. So reaction with generate some liquidity, take it, but there was no one flip here, so we're just reacting from here. We need to see a little bit more of a confirmation here because right now supply is in control. Hence why we are ranging now. Yo, what's up, Void? Bouncy, bouncy. Yeah, this is a nice range, honestly, to do bouncy, bouncy. Okay, wait, I can show you now what I was wanted to show. Can I? Not really. Ah, whatever. See right here, thinking of longing this zone. There's no wick out, wick back in previous candle in this 1 minute, but on the tick chart here, there is. And then same thing with longing right here. I mean, I guess it was previous 3 candles, which is almost counts. I'm just so used to seeing it the previous 1 candle, but it happened here with this. Tick chart again. Because it's a little bit faster, honestly, but it still shows somewhat of a sweep. What are we doing here? Well, it did what I was saying. Generate the liquidity, take it to go higher. Tech entry, first entry would have hit money. Yeah, Void. I messed up, man. I downloaded the first one he did, but I didn't download the other 2. And I've downloaded the one he posted yesterday. So I'm just gonna download them all. Hey, he posts in public for free. There's nothing wrong with that. He says, he said to do it. Pretty sure he says somewhere in the masterclass that you should download his masterclass. Yeah, you're 100%. 100%. I'm gonna pay. Well, and honestly, the real key is just recognizing it more internally what it looks like on the 5 second because it gives you more detail. So, like, where's an example? I guess it didn't even happen really on the 5 second there. What about this one? Like here, I mean, kind of see took manipulated low, like it took lows on the 5 second, but that's not even that clear. It's more so like also with it's better with big wicks when you manipulate the big wicks. Like when the previous candle wick is bigger, like something like this. The candle that manipulated the previous wick was like a big wick. Whereas right here, this one only did a small one, but that one's better. So, and then it did on the other side where I was looking for take those. That's what it does. Take that zone's high, tap into opposing, 'Cause that's what you get. You get your flip. First taps fail a lot. But there's no way for me to enter this, honestly, unless I was in on this sell and took my money here, but just didn't really like that range. To me, it seemed like it was at the point, and I never want to trade the point of a triangle. I guess you could just do this. So now we're taking these lows, tapping into this bigger zone, but knowing what we know, I will take you and you and go bomb. And then I will also take the 5 minute highs right there. Wait, is that the one I just did? Yeah. Yeah. I think honestly that's easiest for sure doing that way. How are you liking it? I don't know if that one would. So, dang it. What does this look like? I got some more money in my Bitcoin exchange. Might do some actual real money Bitcoin trades on that. I'll share those trades if I do. Well, I definitely will. I just don't know when exactly. So here, kind of getting a first flip is fake liquidation, but kind of happened here, and then this second one just failed and technically just held this buy before the sell of the break. So seeing this, looking for continuations until probably lower is probably the call. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I do a bit HG. I do a bit, but I haven't done it like with. I've only done some demo trades with DTFX lately. I haven't done any real money trades, so I've just done some demo. But I'm looking at it more, like I'm paying attention to Euro and GBU, higher time frame, a couple other pairs higher time frame as well, and just looking for 1 minute entries because I don't have seconds chart data for Forex. So I'm just kind of looking at higher time frame stuff for there, and I want to get to the point where I'm not saying it, but potentially could get to the point where I could have set and forget it. Set it and forget it trades. Where I just set a pending order, a limit, on a higher time frame swing or something. And I don't know if you guys know what that means, but that style of trading has potential to do a lot of good and a lot of bad. Like, 'cause if I learn that, that definitely gives me a lot more potential to call trades for people. Be like, yeah, buy at this level, sell at this level. But obviously that's dangerous stuff. And I don't exactly want to be a signals guy, but it's just an interesting skill to have, being able to do limit order swing stuff like that. Consistently profitable. That's my goal after really getting scalping down, because yeah. Yeah, you're kind of right, Void, but at the same time, the leverage is nothing compared to, well, at least with exchanges. I don't know about prop firm crypto. I've heard of like prop cryptos, but I can't trade crypto at the Apex. So this, I was kind of, ideally wanting a push into here to go lower, or potentially looking for longs here, but I'm just waiting for this to do some more. Right here, we're getting a pretty nice sweep now. Honestly, this is almost looking decent now to potentially long, but how much time do we have on the 5 minute? I don't like how the 5 minute just closed below this zone though. How much does that even matter though? The 12 minute. What was my 15 minute equivalent for the Rankos? I think it was something like 16 20 40 or 16 40 80, something like that. I think I can't even remember. There's a bunch of different ways, because there's like different ways you can make the candles kind of look like this, or you can make them look more blocky like this, blocky styled ones. But I kind of like these ones that look like this. Ranko's just, I don't know. I mean, they make it way easier to have a mechanical high or low or something, like, instead of being like, oh, where's the valid pullback in here, and then it's gonna break lower. It's like with Renko, it's like, oh, was there a reversal bar high that it took? Yes or no? Like it's all it is. To know if there's a flip, like it's so much easier to see a flip in a Renko. It's like you could have some like I monitor this chart a lot, and it's potentially showing a buy right now. I need to take off all the indicators. I don't even look at them. It's just I haven't edited this chart at all since for a while, but you can see how we've got a clean flip here with a reversal bar. So I would know like when we're having a fake one. Like right here, look, we took this high But did we get a reversal bar up before we took the low? No. So you never would have bought. You never would have got faked out here. Whereas this one is a better sweep. And so it's like the same thing, like looking to sell here. We need to take this low and then trade back in. A lot of the time, people would probably like maybe see a low or something, internal low, take, tap in a zone, and they try to sell here, going down here with a small stop loss, and they get taken out, like really small. But that one, it just keeps things pretty simple. But just like the rejection amount, swing size is like important, and depending on volatility, sometimes it's hard to eye to see like just eyeing this. How many candles exactly is this candle? How many pips exactly is this candle? Just eyeing it. Like I honestly have no idea. 15 because ATR. You have to go according to ATR. Okay, so it's a little bit bigger. It's probably like 10 points. 9 points. Yeah. Or you'd have to constantly measure. Like here, are any of these highs a valid high that we would want taken? Where's the valid high in here? You could combine the rejection amount. There's only one in here. There's only one in here, and it was this one, right? So within this little push down, I guess that was just within here. That's, I had the scaling a bit off. That's even tighter. Yeah, boy, yeah. Where was I? So it got liquidated again. Did I not quite like this? Oh, I wanted a bigger high. This is just kind of rough. This is really rough to trade. Like, there's only been this one structure validated this whole time, this whole hour so far. Ah, it'd be like that, I guess, eh? Uh, 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 um, I have no idea if we're honestly. Hmm. This kind of here is our origin flip with S and DR. Even bigger flip. It just came to this. this area before dropping. Just seeing that. So I kind of thought, looking at the hard time frame, if we didn't push up here, if this failed up here, like we were going down, and that's right when it spiked down. Because of like higher time frame, the lows 630. Couple more points down there. This line is it. Taking it. I don't know, we're really got to go for like even the bigger low because showing the 5 minute failing to go higher here. What it did is it tapped right off the 50%. Or wait, 50% of this. I swear it did. Oh, of the 1 minute candle, not the 5 minute candle. So it's probably likely to go, I don't know. I don't know. Have to see what we see on the 5 second here. We haven't got a flip yet on the Renko, first flip. Came right on it, did it? Well, it did on NQ actually. This is kind of, oh yeah, this is, it's rather interesting. Get rid of all this garbage. Lots of garbage. That one or you asking me or Void? Void, yeah. Ba-da-ba-ba. Man, taking continuation longs here, or shorts. Hmm. Yeah, I'd want to see at least 5 second break, but getting that rounding off? Is it just gonna spike higher, continue going lower, or will it be a flip? Will it be a flip? Kind of curious how it's gonna react at this last down candle. Who is in control, Mr. Demand Zone? It's looking yeah, not very good. Yeah, yeah, it did. I wish it gave me a nice quick close tap into area, 5 second shift, but not. It's all good. Or Renko. Go back to 1 minute. Oh, no, 5 minutes still, but what did this? That's the 5 minute, right? Yeah, she wants to go down. I was looking for the tap here when this flipped. I was looking to get the continuation. I didn't want to didn't even need to break this. I considered this a flip already or a break a structure because it's a continuation, but yo, chill. It kind of gave us a reaction, but failed, closed below, and then it came back up to mitigate it because now that showed that this bullish demand failed, but it didn't give us the tap up here. I was gonna. Look it down the 5-second. What a drop. Jeez. Is this exhaustion? Potentially. Took the low of this wick on the 1 minute. What is that wick? Like when you've got a big push like this, you at least want to see a valid pullback at the very, very least. Valid pullback or 5-second market structure break, which usually a lot of the time they'll be like near the same area, those 2 points. Depends how the 5 seconds form. Sometimes it'll form like this where there's no valid pullback for a while, but a lot of time it'll just do little things like this. It didn't quite do it, but valid pullback break and like to see a reaction. Break lower, tap, but is this just a liquidation? Have to see this zone get liquidated, and sometimes, you know, theoretically we want to wait for this high to get broken, but there's an early potential confirmation. It's when we see the reaction here fail. So when we see it tap it, rejection, and then the rejection itself failed, you know, that potentially shows that some demand is now in control. So what do? Go take lows, tap into zone below to move higher. But obviously keeping in mind this wasn't taken and it didn't even close above it on the 5 seconds. I hesitate to potentially trade there, especially since it's like that's the high for the valid pullback. Like I said, 5-second market structure is a valid pullback high. On the 1 minute, valid pullback high on 1 minute is structure break on 5-second. A lot of the time. Yeah. Yeah, so even if that got taken a lot of time, then yeah, get even another sweep. So what are we doing? Taking lows, tapping into a zone below. I guess I had a high entry just now, but it did not form how I like at all. These are the zones at the top are like the ones you want to see ran, because you know that they're kind of weak zones. Like I don't even know if it, I can't even tell unless I go to a lower time frame or something, but like I can't even tell if this down wick on the Renko happened before it wicked above here. Like it might have wicked above. Actually, it likely didn't. It likely opened and went down first. So then it would have been valid, but you know, I like to see it mitigate at least 30% or take the lows. So now we're getting it. Now we're getting that tap. Honestly, that could have been an entry, but I was, oh fuck. See, that's what we want. I'm explaining why I didn't like that. And those are the people who take trades and then get liquidated. Right? They would take it almost, and then it liquidates lower, tap into a lower. It's the same thing over and over. Just take that liquidity, try it on the bottom side, top side, and then bottom side again. It's kind of like a triple. Triple, I mean, depends how deep you go, because it could be way more than that. It could happen on the... You go as high up, scaling as high as you up. Go a flip within a flip, with it, like a 5-second flip, within a 1-minute flip, within a 12-minute flip, within a 1-hour flip, within a 4-hour flip, within a daily flip. Like, you could do that. That would be the best trade of you could do, in all honesty. It is the flipception, yeah. There you can go really deep in the flipception where it's like, how how many flips do I need? I need a flip within a flip within a flip within a flip, and it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and you're like, I don't know why the flipception is. So we're getting no close, no close. It's tough because you'll get that wick, come back, tap, wick. What do we do? Tap the last down candle, the sell before the buy that broke, and we would have already won. We would have already won. And then it's gonna watch it close here and then not come back at all. Like, take liquidity. Oh my god, I need to make a GIF. You dare to make backflip? Are you daring me to backflip? I'm almost tempted to put my camera on and do it. Nah, it's all good. One day you'll see me backflip. Everyone sees me backflip one day. I don't know. I definitely haven't been doing backflips since I was like 7. Definitely not. Yeah, come on. Yeah, well, my camera would technically point right to my door frame, and I've got like a pull-up bar for the door frame. It's like after every trade or something, gotta hit some pull-ups. I actually have a hurt foot right now, because I freaking hurt myself with a weird landing. I had horrible shoes that had a really hard bottom, and I landed. The bars failed on me? No. No, it's engineers know what they're doing, thankfully. Although I did mess up the paint a little bit, but man, are we going lower? Probably. It's like you said, that first pullback reaction likely gets liquidated, but maybe it happened here. This is kind of tempting. I don't like the. I gotta just do one contract. None of these trades I really like too much. Is it really gonna do this? That's vile, vile creature. I was gonna long it here in this pullback leg when we broke this high, broke the high coming to tap into our zone below, but we freaking took out the freaking low. And that's, for me right now, I'm not taking these trades because it violated the low from the flip. It's annoying. Would have been a win, obviously, if I did do it. Because I see these a lot of the time where it does, you know, first flip is fake, liquidation is really good to actually take as like a sweep entry. I don't know, I need to backtest that more because I've been noticing this happen like so much. But just focus on the one kick for now. That's all I'm doing. I'm not gonna. Something to put on the backtesting list. The never ending list. So it's kind of happening. Like we made these equal lows, completed the high narrative. We made these equals lows but failed, took out that failure with its own double bottom, took the highs. So it's just continuing lower, right? Bullish narrative complete, pulls back into the range. Bullish narrative complete. It's completing these narratives really easily, really quick. The bullish ones, so it makes me think that it wants to go lower, especially seeing these reaction up here. Like it didn't want to break this zone at the very least, let alone anything up here. Oh yeah, definitely Ricardo, 100%. Yeah. No, no, it didn't void, not yet. I haven't, like I didn't actually request one. I'm just, manifesting it, you know. I got hyped up or I hyped you up? Oh man. Just, come on. Stop ranging. It's just the range expansion, range expansion. This was the only tap. I should have been more prepared to take this. This is the only tap of a verified zone we've had all session so far. Sorry, man. My bad, dude. It's all good. There'll be plenty in time. You're in a short right now? I said, hot damn. Oh, look at that. Tapped here. Oh, wait, no, it didn't. Came close, anyways. Tapped the last up candle. Yeah, it did. Perfectly. Look at that. So I kind of have some new stuff that I've been looking at. Looking at other people who trade this style. And looking at the last up candle before it put in an inefficient move down. Just adds to the zones. I would like it to potentially, it's really just going to tap this. It's going to tap just this. I would have liked for it to come a bit lower because then it actually would have been closer to like 30%. Take the low, tap into zone. But it just took this low, tapped into the very top zone, the last down candle before the break. I mean, it worked out. Definitely. I would have liked another mini flip though, and there hasn't really happened. So potentially looking at this unmitigated fractal S&D that broke previous supply, right? So here's our supply that broke this low. When we broke it, this is the demand that broke it, and it broke the highs, and it was the start of the inefficient move. So come down here, you see all these gaps, all the fair value gaps, inefficient means whatever you want to call it. It's technically inefficient resting orders. So the same thing as like taking a low here is essentially happening when we come into these inefficient moves. It's filling liquidity, it's taking liquidity. So it's kind of like the same thing as something like this. Take a swing low. There's always liquidity around swing lows. But refining it more within the candles, looking at the bodies can teach you that a little bit. But you don't need to do that, that's for sure. It's just helping me refine zones better looking at these criteria. It's like I've got like 5 criteria. It's not just S and DR that broke the highs. It's broke the highs, broke the trend line, broke the previous zone, broke the blah 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 blah. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, same thing's happening right here. It's not wanting to come. Well, commissions, well, I trade right now with Apex, and it's $1.02 on micros per micro, and it's $4.10 per normal NQ contract. Those are the commissions. When Dave in the place trade above. So Leo, it's kind of like, there's both. In reality, there's both ways. You should start off using closes. But when you get more experienced, or when you backtest enough, you can use wicks. But only really do closes. Just say it. Yeah, it's got to be a close. Yeah, I should honestly reply to that yes, but there's more truth, more to it. Well, it would be 1640, Lance. 1640. $4.10 times 4 contracts. So basically 20 bucks, yeah. I mean, you could have found it out quicker if you just Googled it. I gotta say it. I gotta say it. I guess you're just asking because you don't know. Um, but yeah, you can just search up like PA or commission fees for Apex, and it'll pop right up. In the words of Dave, by the time you typed that in, you could have already had your answer. Well, this is, ah man. It's like continue. You want to take your continuation longs? Nope. Nope. JK, we're not coming back. And this is at that point where it's like, well, man, this is kind of interesting structure. Hmm. Would this could you just consider this your last? I guess it would be last down candle before the break on the 1 minute. This whole swing, so having that zone tapped into it. Renko flip would have been a nice ass entry. Dang. Maybe when I see these two leg pullbacks and then break higher, you want the pullback to the high of that second leg. That's kind of the pattern that I'm seeing here that is interesting. Because you'll see that two-legged pullback. I mean, I talk about that because that's the strategy I was trading before for a few months. You kind of see it there. That second. Shorting here. No, get liquidated. New short potentially. Need at least. I mean, it's like what kind of level? We're not really at much of a level. We didn't really take a high apart from the recent high. But when we took this low, this line represents this low. So what's the buy before we took this? Technically, it is kind of, it is this. In the 5 second. 5 second, it's really, so I guess we are tapping into that zone at least. And it's just doing this is kind of a little tip is when you're noticing like it's making the structure and it's just continually only topping the top of zones. That kind of lets you know that the market, the market kind of likes doing for a bit the mode that it's in. So if it's in the mode of shallow pullbacks, then you kind of know maybe shallow pullbacks are the play for a bit at least until maybe until the opposite or they start failing or whatever. But shallow pullback go higher. Uh, Now we're at this little zone. Kind of expecting this to fail, this 5 second flip. Fail somewhat. This is the first 5 second flip. We will see. Yeah, man, it's frustrating when that happens. Oh yeah, like this one here or this one here? I mean, would this be considered a second imbalance? Because this was your first imbalance tap down here. I guess seeing that maybe should have given me more knowledge to know that that high zone here is going to be the one that's going to be tapped, because it's the one that shows in the 1 minute, and it's the one before the efficient move before the break, and it's the, or yeah, it's the top of where this needs to fill this efficiency. It taps that. So that really should have been my level that I was looking for. Tapped it perfectly, dang. Nice, perfect. Yeah, very nice. See, I don't really like this zone. I don't like zones like highlighting candles, doji candles like this. Just doesn't really seem that clean to me, because if you look at the like actual swing that happened there, is that really accurately highlighting the last buy before the sell? Doesn't really, like, it's highlighting this. In reality, it's highlighting from this high to this low. And is that a buy before the sell? That's actually a swing high low. Or it's a, you know what I mean. It's a sell swing, not a buy swing. Uh, it's kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. Why did I use this one? Oh yeah. No, she ain't playing around. Yeah, man, that's king, man. That's really the king. These arbitrary 30, 50, 70, you don't need them. You really don't need them at all. Just being more paying attention to the more refined supply zones in the leg that did the break, right? Not just an arbitrary percentage retracement of the previous area. I mean, sure, it's a good guide, helps knowing good location, but I mean, you should be able to easily see that just eyeing it, knowing that this zone here is near 50, so you just mark that out, knowing. I guess you could mark out the 52, but you really don't need to. Just mark out the couple zones. Yeah, is so there's not really much point to use it unless it's like you have a specific thing you found through backtesting or whatever. I don't even know. Oh man. So I don't. Man, I'm getting tired. It takes it out of me looking at this freaking market. What do you mean? Which one did he post from the private? What do you mean, like the market reviews? He made them public and then made them private. Are those what you're talking about? Well, Void, that's free, bro. That's free. Like his premium, he uses 30, 50, 70. That's free in membership level when he shows 50, but when he goes premium, yeah. I'm still just so mind blown with AFOP, man. Like how good he is with just back testing, watching the info he learned from watching the masterclass once without taking any notes. Like it's just insane. Goes to show what just diligent paying attention to back testing and utilizing the information you hear is just so much more important than anything else. AFOT Andres NQ underscore God on Twitter. I also have his Discord linked in mine. Andres Osorio. Yeah, buddy, you know. Man, he told me he was trading this one account and he just had his first loss on it the other day. He had like 16 wins in a row, and he took his first loss the other day on it. I was like, damn. Oh yeah, I mean I know a guy's smart as heck and he's already a profitable trader before he learned Dave, but you know. I don't know, I have a really good analysis ability, but my psychology and execution abilities definitely need work. But it's definitely just putting the work in and you just get better constantly. That's all you gotta worry about. The money will come. He even taught trading in an actual school? What? Really? That's pretty sick. I've been trading just over 3 years now. At least since I came back. So I did dabble in it in 2017 for a couple months, but I definitely didn't learn a whole system and whatnot. Oh right, I remember that message. Right. Yeah, I've got screen time, man. I just, man. Well, my main issue has been simply just always feeling like I wanted more and I wanted a better system, a better system, a better system, and I'm grateful for it because it's led me to where I am now. But then I look at my friend who I basically taught a really old system to, and he's literally consistently profitable now trading that system. And it's like I definitely knew I could have already been there if I just kept trading one system. But the potential that I have now with trading the 5 second and finding the Renko and this Renko configuration, and oh my god, it's insane. Like the potential for this is way higher than like 99% of what you'll find out there. Like just the potential. Like if you can get really good at it, what you can do. It's just crazy. Um, really, I'm kind of really wanting it to show me better structure. It's just giving me I should have took this though. God damn it. I got tired because I've been streaming for a couple hours and then I lost focus. I wasn't paying much. I literally said first flip is fake right here. And then what do? Liquidate the high. Oh, get a Renko flip. Oh, secondary Renko flip. Two entries. I should have sold. I meet the rules. They're in the zone. Yeet. And I was not focused. I didn't take it. Fuck. So much hate. So, it's okay. It was on stream, you know. Oh, I'll keep. Man, should I be. Oh, man. Should I be soft to myself? Be like, good job. You saw that trade and it would have worked out if you did take it. Or should I be hard on myself? The heck, Hunter? Why do you not take that goddamn trade, man? Like, what are you doing? Losing focus for 1 second when you knew there was a trade, blah, 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 blah. Come on, go. I blame Llewellyn. She freaking posted in chat. You gotta reply to my message, Hunter. Come on, you're leaving me out. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna go crazy, man. Why does that happen? Why does this happen to me? What did I do? Give me another fake flip, flip, eat. It's gonna be 5 point. Come on. Take out those. Give me a flippy tappy zony. Yeah? Maybe? But I don't like what's going on. What do we do when we come near a higher time frame structure low? We trade away from it before breaking it. And this failure to go higher or really break any zone demands or supply still in the I don't know though, honestly, if we take this slow. Yeah. Okay, we took both lows. Oh, Llewellyn, coming in clutch. I have the 12th and the 5th. So that'd be pretty sweet if, yeah, the 8th and the 9th. Connor. Oh, is that your name? Are you giving accountability to yourself? Let's go, everyone. Everyone. Oh my god. Well, we finally have another zone creation with this close. Although we've had 40 minutes, so that's more like a 15-minute low. So ideally we need a 15-minute closure below this low. So in 5 minutes, definitely a key close in 5 minutes. If this trades back up and then doesn't want to show us more bearish movement, it's likely going to honestly go higher because it'll be a double bottom failure to close below here, run this high. But I mean, so far the delivery today obviously has been bearish, so it's likely to just continue. So looking for shorts in the buy before the sell. Last up close candle. I kind of like highlighting this little micro swing better. Well, what about the 5 second? It's kind of, there's nothing really that clear. Like it all looks the same. All these highs look the same, right? Hey, you know what's up? Although the first flip here definitely is looking well, but it happened right here. First flip, fake, liquidate. Second flip works. Easy as pie, right? Yeah, that bearish candle on the daily, yeah. What is my crypto doing today? What is it doing? Oh yes, Lance. There's gonna be good movement as well this week. Like there's good amount of red folder news, aka energy, in the market. So, I wonder what Frosty has to say. What did he say today? Nothing, nothing. Like, um, this looks like a nice perturbation. This is a very nice perturbation. It's interesting. Bingo bango. Well, see, this is kind of where you just, there's not really much highs here. Like, sure, maybe. What's the last sell before the buy before it broke the important one here? That's kind of these lows. So paying attention to this candle is kind of nice because it's near the 30. And same with these lows here. This is the last up candle that broke those lows, and it's also in line with the 50. And you go even further, right? What's the last up candle for these ones? And the internal, this little guy. What's it in line with? Oh, the 70. And those are literally all make sense from this low, bang, bang, bang. Like those are all the structural lows. S&DR, they broke S&DR. And look at how they line up at those levels. That's kind of wild. And no, I don't have a limit order on all of these. I'm not trading all of these. We gotta go get there for one, and then give us our confirmations that we want to see. What would be really nice, honestly, is to fully take out the highs of this one, tap them to the 30. So what I said earlier is zones at the bottom or top of the zone. Yeah, yeah, zone. Wait, I did say that right. Zones at the top or bottom. I guess a better definition would be zones created at the top or bottom of a larger zone are meant to be liquidated. And I was so confused about that statement when I first heard Dave say it. I was so confused. I was like, what do you mean? I thought we're supposed to buy low, sell high. I just kind of had my understanding flipped. Okay, have a good one. Have a good one. You have a good sleep. It's good to see you on. So yeah, that was my take. I'm like, I thought we are supposed to like, I had a different understanding. I thought like right here, let's say, here's a range, and we wanted to buy down here. I thought, oh, I thought zones like these are meant to get liquidated, but I thought we want to buy these zones go higher after the flip, right? Let's say this is a high that we consider a valid flip. But the real is on the flip itself, like this is high from the previous range. It has to do with the previous range, not the current range. So this previous range, the little zones at the bottom of this range meant to get liquidated because we would need a deeper reaction to the 50 or so, right? So this is what he means. These are the zones that are meant to be liquidated. The zones at the bottom of the range. These are the types of zones he means, not these ones for a flip here. That's why I was confused at first, but I don't know if that clears it up for anyone, but I don't even know if anyone's heard him say, I don't even know where he said that. Watch too many Davids. Too many masterclass videos over and over. I don't even know what's in what video. I have no, like, I do, but I don't. Cause that was like the biggest thing that I didn't understand most recently that I more so understood the meaning. But I mean, as you can see, a lot of the time, they will work, as we witnessed earlier in the session, all the top ones that don't quite reach the, you know, you gotta be dangerous because something like this will happen. And you're like, well, I thought the zone at the top of the range was supposed to get liquidated. It's like, well, I already went over all the reasons why this was actually a really good zone to look from. So, and like I said earlier, you can take that first one, but if you get swept and you see your confirmations higher, it's still a decent reason to take that one. I'm gonna leave these drawings up. Why not? I was thinking of deleting them and just keeping the zones, but all right. See you, Void. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Void, you're I made you a mod, bro. You're here every day. You definitely deserve it. Yeah. So new range. This one here. I mean, there's a lot of internal. Like when we wicked it, we came tap. That could be a first tap. Came even a second tap, third tap. So we got three. Dave says right, three taps of one zone, and then that zone gets liquidated to get further taps. I mean, you could almost potentially consider that double bottom first tap scalp liquidate with the double bottom rave pattern. Exactly. Yeah. Nice, man. Honestly, I really like. I don't. I don't. It's kind of different. I don't know how much I like the pattern. Oh wait, I'll draw it as it shows here. Right, your first tap, scalp, and then liquidate double bottom. I don't know how much I like this pattern as much as I like this pattern. This one's kind of nicer because it creates that bigger equal liquidity sweep into a top zone below. I really like that. So it's just a little thing to think about with the mechanics. Obviously this works a lot, but I kind of see the other one happen more. You see what I just drew actually more closely resembles what actually happened here. Tap, double bottom, right? Up, came back, up. liquidates it, goes higher. I really like that. That's something I learned from flipping markets lately. His favorite pattern. I should post it. Post it. Cause I like the pattern, the like double top, higher low in a 50. Like if I just saw a clean double top like this in this 50%, that is beautiful to me. Like absolutely incredibly beautiful. Like it doesn't have to be that. Ideally, it would honestly have like a high here, right? First scalp potentially gets liquidated. So in this case, that Dave the Rave pattern would be beautiful. Like there are different cases where the different patterns work nicer in different scenarios. Potential long here, but do I want a long when it's tapping, mitigating a zone that it just broke lower from? I don't know. I don't know. No, not really, but well, I mean, even honestly, the best pattern would be this. Come on, get your double bottom. And then it came up with its own double bottom almost. Or its own double top, I mean. That would be pretty nice. Potential continues short, but at what point is this a fake breakout? Second attempt for the for the false breakout entry is happening now, so potential long here I could definitely see working out, but I don't want to go against this tap where it shows that supply is in control. Right, we tapped this supply so far. I guess we did flip and the long worked out. Yeah. Of course it would have. See, that is also one thing that can be tricky with the system is you can always find basically reasons that can go against you and you can get caught up by. That's something that has freaking plagued me in the past is always wanting your setup to be perfect and always expecting a trade to be a winner. Those are literally the worst mentalities you can have. Like, so bad. So we got that flip violation. Potentially tap for a nice continuation. From this swing. This swing. Mm-mm-mm. Something I don't like about this is how little it's. Something like this requires a projection. Go down here to this level. I'll draw a big one, why not? 863 to 587. Oh, that swing? Wait, 863. What is going on? Oh, 70% like that. That's not how we draw zones, but I mean, sure. Do it. It can definitely still work. Give you a. I mean, I kind of like doing both styles. I like doing both styles of drawing, just to let you know location, where you are in location. Where are you in the relevant current swing and previous swing? I mean, why not know both? That's what this little yellow line is it's showing the current swing 50%. So from this swing down, or wait, is it from that swing up? No. What swing down is it measuring? The heck? I don't even know. Oh, brother. Man, why can't you give us a tap of a freaking zone? So actually, it was really nice entries here. This action, tap the zone, flip, took the high of the last buy before the sell that took the lows, and took the high, trade back in, took the high previous candle, trade back in. This is really nice. It's exactly what you want. You want that liquidity creation. First flip is fake into tapping your zone. So that first flip is fake narrative is also completed with that sweep, right? So that's part of it. That sells there would have been good. I just had to been lost focus right here. Lovely. I need to go get a quick granola bar. I'll be right back.
We had that 15-minute candle closed here below this low, hourly candle. So honestly, with this closure here, push here, take the lows from the first tap or highs from the first tap. Definitely see potential scalping here, but I don't know how much price action's gonna happen today. Kind of liking this. At what point is this gonna be a first flip is fake though? Hmm. Yeah. More range. More range or danger. Get it dropped in order. I don't know. I mean, we've pushed up, mitigating. It's tough to. That's def not enough. Oh, I feel bad. Llewellyn left and I never even. Ah. Sorry, Llewellyn. From 12:13. Okay, 9:13. I feel bad. Here to here. I'll call it. Looks like flips. Yeah, it's just first flip is fake. One, two, three, maybe four pushes. So still a couple more to go. 5, 6. We're just cruising down though once we knew. Jesus. Well, I'm on like very low contract size. Nah, it's so dumb. Trying to do more of a risk entry. Tight risk, but need to just be worried about, even though I see that as a potential buy up here. I mean, it gives us a higher low. Why did I cancel my order? Why do I doubt myself? Why? Baka Gaijin. Take the lows, tap into the zone below, maybe. Push higher. Bottom of range. Or are we just gonna destroy it and keep cruising down, which is honestly looking more likely. That's a nice pattern right now for longs. Yeah, damn it. I was debating whether I should get in off this flip or if I should wait for this tap. And I was thinking that those are some juicy equal lows, delivery completed, and we were heading to hunt them because we were failing to really displace above much, push back in. Thought we'd get, you know, take out the longs, take out the shorts, and then go in our direction, but that's all good. That didn't quite happen. It's all good. Pretty annoying though. Pretty spot on. Man, taking the low of the last sell before the buy, it's just my favorite. It's literally my favorite. I love it. I love it so much. That's the one kick over and over and over and over and over and over. I should just trust this knowing that it's my favorite pattern. Huh. With the oh, I love this pattern so much. That double bottom higher low after the flip is just great. It's great. But I wanted even better for the liquidation, but it's not always going to give you that extra liquidation, especially with this. This was already both sides shaking out. Took out shorts, took out longs, came to rebalance before going higher, right? It already happened. I was expecting this to kind of be the perturbation, you would call it, the longs before we take out the shorts, but in theory, it already happened here. Not in theory, in reality. So that gives me indication that this is the real initial consolidation. Filled it nicely, came up, tapped up to the top level. If I do say so myself, ever so nice reaction. It's beautiful, man. I am having a very hard time. I don't know what to do. Stops working. Do you have any suggestions? Well, right now, what are some questions you could be asking yourself constantly? There's a lot of questions you could be asking yourself. And so it's understanding what they mean behind it. So I'll ask you, where are we right now? Where did we come from? Where are we likely to go? Those are some basic questions that have to do with delivery.
location, narrative. Those are kind of the first things you kind of want to get. You want to get that broader broader sense, right? And then I mean, at the beginning, man, you should just be mapping structure, highs and lows. You should not at all be doing what I'm doing. I'm not a beginner trader. I'm not shy to be doing advanced concepts that might confuse people and that have moving parts, a lot of moving parts, and a lot of whatnot. Anyways, just starting off, where are your highs and lows? You just do that. Just take your blank chart and high here, or low here, high here, because of the valid pullback. Watch my video on valid pullbacks and just start with marking a high and lows. I'll make that video real soon. Man, I really should do it this week at the very beginning, just starting, because I need to do this because I just spent a few minutes, sure, giving you a decent answer, but I could have just made a video that in theory would give you a way better answer. So I gotta make that video, and I'll tell you to watch that video. Just keep an eye out for that as well. But right now, like, do you know how to map structure? Because that's the beginning. The first thing you got to know is understanding structure. So how well do you think you can map structure? Like, do you think you can map structure properly? And how confident are you that you could show me your work and be like, yeah, this is correct, and I would agree with it? How confident are you in that? Because you got to get confident with that first, right? So I'm actually asking you. I'm wondering what your reply is going to be. Because I can't give you more advice if I don't understand more. I mean, I definitely can give you more advice, but it's not financial advice. Just kidding. It's only entertainment. I'm just making jokes. It's all. Nothing is financial advice. Da da da. Do not sue me. Da da da. That's what everyone should be doing. Marking your highs and lows and being like, is this right? Here is my work. This is why I think it's right. This is why I think it might be wrong. Bam. That's the best thing you could do. And then just do that until you understand everything. And you know you do because you've done it over and over and over. And you have confidence that you know what you know. Oh my God. Okay, so the market right now, making me wish I took that buy down here. I gotta take more entries, man. Jeez. New high, first pullback, flip, fake, second pullback. Didn't really pull back too much, but tap the very top. Tap the tippity top and knowing it's a continuation, that might be all you want. Yeah, yeah, like I don't need to mark out my high to know where my high is. Like I can see it instantly, it's right here. Bump, bump. Okay, we are coming up. Maybe we will push into this zone finally. Maybe. That would be pretty dang nice, I'll be honest.
Ba-ba-ba. Let's see how the hourly. How's the hourly look? Freaking bearish, obviously, but it's kind of interesting because it's not a valid pullback in terms of that mapping. 15-minute. Likely take this high, tap into this area, because this is that, yeah, this is that SNDR here. So if we take it, tap into a zone above, it's also going to line up with that previous areas. Got a lot of stuff on this chart, but that's okay. That's a really nice level. I really like that level. It's also the top of this Feigenbaum level. That's pretty nice. Yeah, man. I mean, the next thing is just, it's kind of tough because you could be at like marking out, the next step is marking out really your weak highs and lows. And so understanding when you have those failures to close makes the opposing low that failed, that's your weak low. So it's likely to get broken. Um, Mapping that out. I mean, that's the main with narrative, right? The main thing with narrative is just understanding weak highs and lows and narrative. Like, I don't know, you could separate narrative from delivery, but all in all, it's kind of all the same thing. It's just trade context. They're all different types of trade context. So, reading the context behind a trade, the mechanical flip and whatever. Okay, you got your highs, lows, and it's really just understanding important high lows now. That's the next thing, right? Is understanding what makes a zone a stronger zone. I could ask you right now, what makes a zone a stronger zone? What's your reply? Tell me. Anyone else can reply as well. What do you guys think? What makes a zone a stronger zone? What are some things maybe that might help you know whether a zone will hold or not? We're pushing pretty strong. Pretty dang strong back up. God, do I ever wish I was in this long down here. God. Why did I cancel my order? Uh, that was a snipe. Fucking cancel my fucking.
guys go. You guys are on the right track. There you are. So, Letton, how much do you look at that stuff? How much are you paying attention to that? Do you know what they mean? Yeah, with this big push, it's making me think we're definitely gonna see this high in this session because I was debating there's not much time left in the session. I don't even know if we were gonna make it up here. Honestly, still don't know if we will. Yeah, that's a good little add-on word that you said, Dan. Definitely, because I think that's the rawest definition what you said there, Dan. That's the rawest definition of what you look for, and then you just want to stack it. You want to stack zones that are responsible for something significant, something important, something that happened in the market that was important. So, like my 5 criteria, let's see if I can remember them. I mean, I definitely can, but there's one, the last one I was not sure if I wanted to break a structure. You know, the last down move before breaking structure, the last down move before breaking the previous demand zone. So a zone that broke a demand zone that broke a demand zone, a demand zone that broke a trend line. So you could say right here, had this trend line down. Where was the last down move before breaking that trend line is this. Basically tapped. So anyways, that's another. The fourth is it's the last down move before an efficient move right here. So here's an inefficient move. The last down before that, whether it's this fractal or a more refined 5-second fractal, both work. And then the fifth is a zone that was created after sweeping liquidity. So we swept liquidity and created liquidity on the opposite way. So it swept liquidity and created liquidity. That's kind of the 5 things I'm at right now. Different types of liquidity. Let's see, where is this 5-second refined zone? So in here, last down candle before trend line break, high break, opposing SNDR break, swept liquidity, created liquidity, start of the inefficient move. Like it's, you know, that's how
Das ist auch. Go and yeet pretty soon. This is kind of nice timing. Maybe we'll use the yeet as a manipulation volume. But knowing we're near-ish middle of day. Where's the middle of day? Wait. I guess middle of New York is here, but then middle of current session's up here. Definitely could pull deeper. Obviously, this is just a first thought I would like to look for a potential reversal. I mean, anywhere in here really would work. We're at this last 50% here. We're getting first flip is fake, second flip here, but it's like not the same relative size. It's not the nice symmetry for first flip is fake. You want two first flip is fake with relatively similar symmetry. So does this have the same symmetry as this? No, it's way, way bigger. So we need a lot of time. That'll be the low for the flip too. For the second one will be the low of the pullback leg for the fake flip. But obviously knowing the draw is really higher. Just because we know we're at 50% of this 1 minute little origin swing. It's just something to potentially get in early without leaving you, but knowing that it likely could sweep and then give you that higher tap entry with the real one here. But, price is slowing down here, starting to show bearish things that we want. I guess ideally it would break this low, tap into the area. So, we're still waiting for higher prices unless we get more of the bearish confirmations like this. And waiting out the yeeting is also a good idea because it goes yeet. What shall we do? What shall we do? That hold with a 5-point stop, yep. That's nice. You would have at least made your money there. Made your scalp. It's really ranging at the end here. But what we know about a range is there's an expansion move. Will we catch it? I'd like to see a tap. This would be a potential earliest I would maybe. Obviously, it's not gonna. Obviously. Like, come on. You can see just with the wick, broke it with a wick, came, tapped the last buy before the sell. So just micro, you'll get the pattern happen microly here and it happens so quick and it's like, do I really want to enter at that top of range? I don't know. Or bottom of range for a sell? Like, I mean, it happened, especially with this nice double top lower high pattern. God, that's
definitely like that. But the location, location's not there. At what point do you know? That's a real tricky thing also. Sometimes you'll have situations like this where you see it's a sell, but you're like, well, I don't want to sell on what looks like bottom of range. We're supposed to buy bottom of range. The buys failed, and there's times where you might know that, it's likely to break and give you at least some reaction, but how safe, how aggressive do you want to be? Well, actually, that was beautiful what just happened. Wasn't exactly looking for a long there, but I actually really like what happened. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. Right, we had tick, take lows, tap in the zone below. There's some little last down push before the break. Started the sufficient move. Came down, right? So right here, price tapped it. Gave us our first flip. First flip is what? Fake. Second flip is what? The real one. Easy money. I don't know, I've just been kind of spacing out lately. Well, I was not spacing, I was just waiting for this, actually, waiting for the sell, but there's definitely reasons why if you're waiting for a sell, then you know that's a magnet, right? So if you're sitting here waiting for a sell, knowing price is likely to rebalance to that area, what's stopping you from taking your sweep, tapping the zone below, long, up into your area, seeing what you want to see here, short, back, like the ping pong potential, man. It's pretty beautiful. Yeah, you like that, Moolah? That's the sauces. So no one goes as in depth as I did there. And that was what? A 3 minutes? A 3 minute clip? 2 minute? Well, we obviously didn't get what we want to see here. So would I have just taken every zone I mark out? No. Would I just take every zone? Nope, 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 nope. Man, that was really nice. Guys, we just need to unlock the whole psychology stuff and little like, damn, dude, this buy would have been baller, baller, baller. I likely would have still had one contract on. I mean, that's $240 on one micro. Damn. See, it's just nuts to me how like just in like you can trade up to 700 contracts with Apex and 700 times 23, like it's like, bro, what? Trade away from a structural high before we take it. Bam, bingo. It's okay. Yeah, dude, when I unlock the really shit's gonna flow nice. Who does this? No one will be doing. Ooh. Yo, we got our second yeeting almost. Jeez. Jeez, man. Should I really be buying up here? Like, it's so crazy to me trying to buy up here, but it's like Renko chart says it's clean as heck. Continuation entry. I'm at a point where I wish I was in a previous position here. But these dang continuation entries, man. So look at that. We tapped 50% of this previous area quite nicely. Sweeped highs, tap into a zone. Haven't exactly got a pullback from the break of the low. At the very least, it would need to tap here, and it was 2 ticks away. Huh. You just look at how much time has passed between the two breaks deep. So from this point, right, what do we do? Valid pullback, and then a valid break, right? Valid pullback, valid break. So here's our new swing leg created. And what do? Measure the time it took, right? How much time from here to here? It took about 45 minutes. So you know that's kind of the time frame. So either you would kind of want like an half hourly or an hourly close below this level. And so what did I say? I said when this hourly closes, we'll want to see in 5 minutes. That's what I said in 5 minutes because we were like, I was at this candle when I said that. So right here, this candle, right here, when this candle closed on the 1 minute, you know that that was the hourly close below, so you know that that's a valid swing on the hourly. Yeah, it's the time it takes for that swing to form from valid break of structure to valid break is or valid pullback to valid break of structure. Yeah. Well, hey, we finally got that return to this freaking zone, but ooh, I like kind of like this. But it didn't take out this high. Did you get that deep? What got he? Bump, bump. Oh shit. No, this is just pushing so strong. There's times when it's like, of course it would have been a. Ah. Oh, it's a nice day out. I gotta go get some sunshine. I was debating taking this liquidation, new flip. My favorite pattern of taking the high, the last up push. Pretty nice. Oh well. Plenty of trades in the day. In the week to come. Sup, Joseph? I'm from British Columbia, Canada. Beautiful British Columbia, yippers. I mean, not so much in the, I mean, the winter depends. But yeah, nice and sunny right now, actually. Well, I mean, definitely depends time of year and where you're at. I mean, it goes like the swings in the city I live, like literally -40 to +40. Negative well, Celsius, -40 in the winter to +40 in the summer. So it's pretty big weather swing temperatures we experience. I mean, this year we didn't quite get to -40, but last year we did. Like this year, -30 or some just around there. It's like the coldest it got during that one cold snap. 60. So yeah. What is it right now? Right now it's 40, 39, 39 degrees Fahrenheit. And it's pure sunny out. It's still that temperature. Yeah, I don't really like trading anymore after this hour. After this hour is done. I don't really like it. Damn, man. Well, I got a sore throat honestly from talking so much. I should go get something to eat and whatever. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do that. I am off, guys. I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go eat. I'll be back tomorrow. I'd love to say I have a set time to that I'll stream, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. We will see. But it was a good day, guys. I'll see you next time. Appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys liked, maybe hit the like button, maybe. If not, dislike me. I don't like I don't like it. All right, I'll see you, Joseph. See you, D. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.